You've been at this yoga stuff for a while. I know that you have because you keep coming back for more. That's amazing. Now, how do you take it off the mat? Great question. But first, my name is Salimah, yoga therapist, and I'm the lead mentor for YogaVision's Kundalini yoga teacher training. And here's the program where not only do you learn how to teach these practices, but you also learn to explore the history, the background, and also the practical application of where Kundalini Yoga could work for you best. All the links are down below in the description box. Feel free to book a discovery call and let's go forward. Okay, so you want to take your practice off the mat. I love that for you. And here are some ways to think about it so that when you are in struggle on the mat, you can use those ideas to help yourself everywhere else. So Kundalini Yoga in particular has got some really challenging elements. Some of them are difficulty level, in other words, holding a posture for a really long time, or they're awkward, they feel really like uncomfortable. And the third of all is that you're putting your body into new situations. So some of it is length of time, the other one is awkwardness, and the other one is new positions. All of those are really relatable to our everyday life. So, for example, when you're exploring a Kriya and you come across a posture that you have to hold for a really long time, do that with an intention that everywhere else in your life, like when you're raising your kids or when you are in a long-term relationship, that those things require time and dedication. And it's over time that we really see the benefits of practicing. And though it may be boring, and though it may be difficult, and though there may be moments where it feels like there's no reward, you know that when you're on the mat, the feeling that you step off with is always better than what you step onto it with. And the same is true for life, that there are places where we get uncomfortable, where we have to hold for a really long time, hold our position for a really long time. And the grand scheme of things, it's the long journey that we want to be doing that for. So that's application number one, is to think about time and how to apply yourself in lengths of time. The second one is awkwardness. And I think awkwardness follows us around every day. Awkwardness in meeting new people, awkwardness in trying new skill sets, awkwardness in doing a project for the first time. All of those, to quote Brene Brown, effing first time. And in those effing first times, we all feel uncomfortable. We all feel a little bit like, I don't know. And I think that's where we really can use the practice on the mat, again, off the mat. So where I might be giving an instruction for something like frog pose, I'm sure the first time you tried frog pose, it felt awkward and it felt uncomfortable and it felt like, oh my goodness, what is this? And then you come to discover that it's in just about every single one of my videos. So jokes on both of us, is that awkwardness actually leads to some really great benefits, tunes all the chakras, creates more density in your muscles, the lower muscles of your body, and it gives you a little boost to your heart rate. And so those benefits, though they're not, again, not easily accessible right from the beginning, the awkwardness pays off, because I bet now, as soon as I say frog pose, you're able to do it. And you're able to do a version of it that feels really good for you. And so think about that as you take this practice off the mat, that you can really apply this everywhere that you go. A little bit of awkwardness is required. And you know that you're succeeding when you get to that awkwardness. And then you feel like, all right, I got this. So that's number two. Number three is really about being able to explore and experiment and be in the new, doing stuff for the first time, being with yourself in new situations, and knowing that you don't have to take on everything, but rather to hone in. So for example, most of the practices that I put here on this channel are meant to be accessible for everybody, but there will be certain challenges, there will be certain postures that just feel new. And because of that, it builds a confidence, it builds your courage, and it builds your ability to extrapolate that everywhere. And so when you go into new environments, meeting new people for the first time, introducing yourself, remember that you don't have to connect with the entire room. It's just one person. And when you realize that you can just connect and you can just do something new in a very small way, that leads to more and more confidence, more and more growth. And so there you go, 3 ways to take your practice off the mat so that you can really use the power and the science and the art of Kundalini yoga everywhere in your life. I know it feels really great on the mat, but how about if it felt great everywhere? Lots of love to you. My name is Salimah, yoga therapist. All the links for all the different services that I offer are below in the description box. I'd love to hear from you. I'd love to meet you. So please do reach out and ask me your questions. Drop a comment below, share, like, subscribe. All of these things really help with the algorithm, and I appreciate that. Lots of love. Until next time. Bye for now.